Welcome back. Well, it was another hot and humid one across Acadiana, but a few more cooling showers across the area today. I expect a few more tomorrow and maybe a pretty good chance of showers and storms by late Friday. So let's take a look at this upper level pattern because this is going to be dictating our weather and where Beryl goes. This upper level ridge of high pressure that is beginning to flatten out. And when it does that, that usually allows for more of an easterly flow of tropical easterlies across the Gulf Rim. And that usually translates to a better chance of scattered storms. And also, this high pressure ridge is blocking Beryl from making a northward run across the Gulf of Mexico until it gets on the periphery of that ridge. And the question is, how far east will this ridge be? How much of it will hang on across, say, as we head into Louisiana, perhaps Texas, to keep that storm rolling mainly toward Mexico and not South Texas. But South Texas certainly still in the mix on Hurricane Beryl. And for us, we're just bystanders right now. Might see an increase in tides come Sunday into Monday, and that could impact folks that want to go down to, say, Sippermore Point or Grand Isle, where we could have some low-lying coastal inundations, kind of like what we had a few weeks back. Scattered activity across the Gulf Rim this afternoon, but not a whole lot going on right now, at least in Acadiana. Some heavier showers southeast Louisiana, southwestern Mississippi, but locally here in Acadiana, things have certainly quieted down. We have just a few isolated pop-up showers as we get into the southwestern flank of the Atchafalaya Swamp. That's about it. And we back it up 6 hours. At least we saw some activity in the Lafayette area. Not everybody in town getting wet. Some folks on the south side of town not getting much, and heard rumbles of thunder, but that was about it. Typical thunder shower activity, but I do expect a little bit more coverage for tomorrow. But the heat's going to continue as well. Mid-90s the high. Heat advisory again for tomorrow for most of Acadiana. Heat index 106 to 110. Where we don't have the heat advisories, it's still going to be about 104 to 106 out there. But once you get up to 108, that's heat advisory criteria. Once you get above 108, closer to 112, you get into that excessive heat warning, which is over toward Baton Rouge and the northern part of the state. So this afternoon, we see some of those scattered showers popping up, a little bit more activity off to the east, so maybe another shower or two as we head through the early evening hours. Into the tropics we go, and of course, we're tracking Hurricane Beryl, still a Category 4. This disturbance not looking too good over the last several days, but it looked a little bit more robust, a little bit spicier earlier today. So we'll keep an eye on this as models pick up on that system. And then, of course, we have Hurricane Beryl here that is raking Jamaica right now. Looks like the worst part of the storm. The eye wall is now working its way to the southwestern tip of Jamaica and will be moving out, but rough weather here during the course of this afternoon. And still a Category 4. Doesn't look as organized as it did yesterday, but certainly this is a potent-looking storm. It's still very coast-centric. We don't have all the cold cloud tops, and then you also have interaction with the mountainous areas, so we're seeing that where the storms are really blowing up as they hit the mountains in the central portion of the island, and you're seeing the blow up there. So we'll see what kind of storm we have after this clears Jamaica. Then it impacts portions of the Cayman Islands. Again, your hurricane-force winds likely to influence Grand Cayman, and then it's going to make landfall somewhere north of Belize, maybe near Tulum, south of Cancun, as a Category 2 storm. Thereafter, should weaken to a tropical storm, but I think it has plenty of potential to intensify once again back to a hurricane, making landfall just south of the border. But this means Brownsville, Matamoros, and the lower Rio Grande Valley are going to be under the gun for hurricane conditions. So this is the latest GFS model and the tropical model runs. And the latest GFS run a little bit north of the model cluster, so we'll discount that. But nonetheless, impacts along the Texas coast could mean, again, higher surf across Louisiana, and that's why we are expecting those tides to come up. And then maybe some development with that next wave behind it, and it's all going across the Yucatan and eastern Mexico. So here's the latest graph model. Haven't showed this. This has had a very good track record during the hyperactivity seasons of 2020 through 2022 in the Gulf of Mexico. And what stands out on the graph model is that this model really deepens Beryl back to more than a Category 1 hurricane. We'll watch the forecast intensity and track this as far out as the model goes. So we'll watch that and more closely in the days ahead. ahead. Near term, though, same model indicating scattered activity for our 4th of July. That should cool us off in spots. Rain chance tomorrow 40%, goes up to 60% as we head into late Friday afternoon as a little bit of a frontal trough gets in the area, and that should keep our rain chances elevated into Saturday as well. Heat index up there again tomorrow. Stay hydrated. A lot